Greetings, YouTube, from a very, I don't want to say happy Friday in Oklahoma. It's a severe weather, cold front, bizarre experience known as the Oklahoma weather experience. If you are not religious, look up what it means to be the book of Revelation. Because when I moved here, people were so friendly. Too friendly, really. And I thought, gosh, this almost feels like a cult. Why is everybody so friendly in this state? Then I realized that, like, in literally an hour span, we can be under a tornado, earthquake, hail, wind, flood, you name it, fire warning. So subconsciously, every Oklahoman wakes up knowing today could be it. We could be seeing Jesus in 5 minutes. So that is why people are so friendly in the Midwest. At least that is what I am convinced of. But it's a Friday, and we have a couple of things to discuss. Changes to Battlegrounds Alliance event is the first thing that we need to discuss. It says, starting with this season, we'll be making the following changes to the Battlegrounds Alliance events. To qualify for milestones and rank rewards, a summoner must have been in the Alliance for 7 or more days and contribute to at least 1 point. To qualify for rank rewards, an Alliance must complete at least 1 milestone, 300,000 points. This change will affect the current season, Season 2. So, an Alliance must complete at least 1 milestone of 300,000 points. I go to check how my Alliance is doing, and we currently have 3 million points, almost 3.7 million. Go team. Yes, my Alliance, big jump, especially now that energy actually counts. Not a ton, but more when you use it for Battlegrounds events. And hey, shout out to those of you who, like me, get excited when you check your Battlegrounds objectives and see that we now have another 1,000 trophy tokens, or what I like to consider to be a couple of free 6-star 6 stones as an opportunity. All right, but now we have an Alpha Basic Catalyst bundle. Now, for those of you who are Paragon, we normally expect this to be a Tier 3 Alpha, but here is the rare Alpha Catalyst bundle that gives both. So what Kabam has been doing, and I get why, it makes sense. They've been saying, all right, today it's going to be Tier 3 Alpha Catalyst Fragment Day or Tier 6 Basic Catalyst Fragment Day for about the purchase price of $30. So let's say you spend $30 on Tier 3 Alpha, and let's say, for the sake of argument, it's what you see in front of you, 11,250. Well, that is 25% of a Tier 3 Alpha. So tomorrow, if they give you 25% of a Tier 6 Basic, you're inclined or motivated to buy it because you want them to be about the same pace because you need an even number of both, 3, to take a 6-star to rank 4. Well, today they brought back what is my favorite kind of offer, and that is the same percentage of both. So in this case, if you were to buy both of the limit of 2, you would get 50% of 1. Now that is 1 out of 6 of what you need to take a 6-star to rank 4, so you're still miles away, but the percentage is the same, and that to me is what's important. You also get 6 Tier 2 Alpha. We know the value of that. We can calculate that, of course, from the Catalyst store. They are chump change now for Paragon players. Tier 5 Basic are definitely more expensive than Tier 2 Alpha, but they've still been nerfed drastically. I predicted when this happened it was because something big was on the horizon. I didn't want to look into the camera and say 7-star champions because I didn't wish it on the game so soon. But of course, not only did it happen, but it happened with 2 other announcements, Ascension and Relics. So we have seen just a drastic change in the economy of the game, and this offer reflects it. Believe it or not, and I talked about this with what I truly believe is the most underrated value of the candy store. If you haven't taken advantage of this, strongly consider with your remaining candy to purchase the Tier 4 Class Catalyst, not the crystals, for 5,000 candy. No. No, I'm talking about what I still have 2 out of 5 on, and that is the selectors, because these things are so rare. We need to realize that Kabam is still giving us the 1 out of 6 class-based rigged RNG of the Tier 4 class Catalyst that's been around for so many years that it first screwed over people when they're trying to get the right class for taking 4 stars to rank 5, which was almost impossible back then to have happen. We have selectors in every Catalyst here but Tier 4 class Catalyst Crystal. It remains a crystal, not a selector, which sucks. The only way that you can guarantee yourself on a daily basis to get that is 6 out of 7 days a week with the $5 Cavalier Daily Special, which gives you one. So assuming that that's worth, $5 and change, given that it's just a throw into all this other awesome stuff. But in a $5 bundle, that's what you have to pay to get it. It's really nice that they've included 5 here. Now they've gone back to the pathetic gold amount of 300,000, which was $30 worth of gold when we were ranking up 3-star champions. But it is what it is. Objectively speaking, I think this is one of the better Alpha Basics bundles we've seen. If you can form a Tier 6 Basic and Tier 3 Alpha to take your 6-star to rank 4 today, I don't blame you for being tempted and doing it. I think this is a solid improvement to this offer, which used to be almost twice the price for this amount of stuff. But I'm still probably going to hold off because if this wasn't November, I might feel differently. But at the end of the month, we're spending $600 at least on all of the unit offers for Cyber Weekend, and those $600 are going to get me way more. Like I expect, and I'll do a preview video on this before the end of the month, but I expect for Paragon players, us to now have a chance to get multiple rank 4s for sure in this holiday, more than we did on July 4th or the Deadpool event. And at the same time, maybe even the Odin could have, for the first time ever, a, who knows, rank 3 to rank 4, rank up crystal. That's what they did with rank 2 to rank 3s a year ago, and it shocked the economy of the game. So I'm ready to be shocked again. And I thought I was Thing. I thought I was shock immune. And yet here we are.